guys, I'm Lindsay Claire. Welcome to Clarify Things. Today I'm going to be doing a review on this 17-piece brush set that you can get off Amazon for $29.99. It is from DuCARE Beauty. DuCARE was kind enough to send me this brush set to try out in exchange for my review. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're silver and purple. They have like an ombre effect going. These brushes are all very luxurious feeling. They are all made out of a synthetic fiber. The handles on them are plastic and the ferrule is aluminum. They all came packaged in this soft plastic, and some of the larger ones had this netting on them that you just slide off before you use them. Definitely not the first time I've opened it. It's dirty. I've used it before. I just wanted to put it back in to show you exactly what it looked like when it came. The set also came with this little brochure. It tells you about all the brushes in the set and what you can use them for. This is the powder brush. It's used to sweep on blush, bronzer, and finishing powder. Today I used it for my setting powder. I used it for my T-zone primarily and under my eye to set my foundation and concealer. I think it'd be a great brush for blush or bronzer. Next up, we have a flat foundation brush. You can use it to apply liquid or cream products such as foundation and primer. I use this today for my foundation. Don't generally use brushes to apply foundation. I prefer a beauty blender most often, but I use this brush today and it is very soft, blended in my foundation well. It is a little on the small side, so just be aware of that. And then we have the angled bronzer brush. It says this is used to shape and define the forehead and cheekbones. I use this today for bronzer on my forehead and cheekbones, and I also use it on my neck. I would definitely use it for bronzer again. I'm not used to using an angled brush for bronzer, but this one really worked. It was easy to get up in my hairline with the angle on it. Next up, we have the blush brush. This one can be used to do blush and highlighter. I did like it for my blush. I usually use something a little bit bigger for my blush, but I think in the future I'll probably use this for highlighter just to get it on the high points of my cheeks, just the way it's shaped. I think it'll do a really nice job. Now the next face brush, we have the angled contour brush. I used this today to do my contour on my cheekbones, and I also used it to apply a bit of contour powder up in my hairline. And this one is the concealer brush. It says you can use it to apply concealer on the eyelid. I think this would be actually a very good brush to apply an eyeshadow primer to the eyelid. It did work well to apply color corrector to targeted areas of my under eye. I think it also works really well if you want to apply concealer to targeted areas of the face. If you weren't in need of a concealer brush, I think you could definitely use it as an eyeshadow brush. Those are the 6 brushes that are meant for your face that come in the set, and next I'm going to jump into the eye brushes. The large eyeshadow brush says it packs on eyeshadows and shades on the eyelid. I used the larger one today to darken the outer corner of my eye look. The small eyeshadow brush packs on shades in small areas. I used the small brush today to blend the glitter on the inner corner of my eye look. It did a really good job. I think it would be excellent for those small areas that you just want to get in and add a little color detail. Now this next brush, I don't really have anything exactly like it. It is definitely one of the standouts in this set. They call it a smoky brush. Smudge darker shades of a smoky eye look. I think you could use this to quickly apply any one color eyeshadow look all over the lid, just because it is a good size. This would be great for any smoky eye look. Today I used it on the outer corner and to blend the eyeshadow partially into my crease. Next up, we have the angled eyeshadow brush. It says this one's used to brighten eye base or highlight or large paint coverage. This one would actually be excellent for a little bit of highlight in targeted areas. I ended up using it as a contour brush. Then we also have this blending brush. It says it's used to apply and combine shadow shades. It's on the smaller side of blending brushes, but it's super soft. It's just the perfect amount of give and firmness. And I'm picky when it comes to blending brushes, but I'll definitely be reaching for this one in the future. Another one that really stands out in the set for me is this one. It's called the round blending brush. It says you can use it for blending in small areas and creates great detail. This is the type of brush that I could use for multiple areas of my face. I think it would be perfect for the inner corner highlight. Today I actually used it to darken up my eyeshadow look with one of the darker shades and used it on the outer corner of my eye look, and it just works great because it's so small and you can be very precise. It's nice and fluffy so it doesn't leave super harsh lines. I really like this one. This is one of my favorites. We also have this one. It's the mid eyeshadow brush. You can use it to pack on eyeshadows with a darker shade. Today I actually used it to clean up my eyebrows with a bit of concealer after I was done doing them. I think it would be perfect, and I'll definitely be using it in the future for darker shades that I want to apply to my bottom lash line. This is the flat eyeliner brush. It delivers sharp lines with a creamy liner. Today I sprayed it down with a bit of setting spray and used it to fill in my upper lash line with a little bit of black shadow. I also used it to create a little bit of a shadow wing. This is the angled eyebrow brush. It says you can use it to apply liner with precision. I used it today with a pomade for my brows, and then I actually went over with a brown shadow to just kind of set the pomade in place. I already have an eyebrow brush that I love. I spent about $23 on it, so I'll probably continue using it. I will use this one for powder to set my brows. This is the eyebrow comb brush. It says that you can use it to shape and groom brows into perfect arches. It's like a little spoolie brush. It's a very standard brush. Very nice, always nice to have in your set. Today it came in handy not only for my brows, but when I was applying my mascara, I got a little bit here and there because I'm messy. An awesome little tip is if you goof up with your mascara and get it on your face somewhere, just let it dry first. And then if you go in with one of these brushes and just gently rub back and forth, it'll just flake right off your face. It's way better than trying to rub it off while it's wet because you'll just end up with a big smear. So one of these brushes is always good to have on hand. And the last brush in this set is a lip brush. It says, used to define lips, soften pencil lines, and apply color. Today I used it to apply liquid lip color to my lip, and then my son thought I should be wearing another lip color, so then I also blended a cream lipstick in on top of it. So here's my final thoughts. One thing I did want to mention is a few of the brushes in the set do seem to be maybe trimmed a little off or something. You can see here this one brush has a long hair that needs to be trimmed because it's longer than the rest, and a couple of the other ones, just when you look at them, they're just not quite perfectly trimmed. There's only maybe 3 or 4 out of the brush set that I did notice that issue with, but I just wanted to make you aware of that. That would be the one flaw that I saw in these brushes. For $29.99, getting 17 brushes, I guess you get what you pay for. The ones that I did buy in this price range before, I actually ended up putting in my kids' arts and crafts bucket because they were so bad, and these ones I'll definitely be keeping. Some of them I'll definitely be reaching for every day. Some of the other ones will just be great backups to have. I think for $29.99, you absolutely can't go wrong with this brush set. I bought brushes before that are almost that price for one brush. So getting 17 brushes in a set, if you don't like a couple, isn't the end of the world. If you have a chance to try them out, let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed watching this video and want to see more like it.